Hey, what's up? It's Patrick. It's Rose via Fire. And I pray this message reaches who it needs to reach. So let's talk about parents who don't walk in reality put their kids in danger. You know what I'm saying? Um, I just wanted to talk about this right here, bro. Like, when the parents don't walk in reality, they put their kids in danger. And they don't even just put their kids in danger, bro. They put themselves in danger too. You know what I'm saying? Um, Let me give y'all a few examples, right? So when the parent is broke and they have kids, the kids suffer. You know what I'm saying? When the parent is not smart and they have kids, the kids suffer. When the parent is religious and they have kids, the kids suffer. You get what I'm saying? So it's like there's so many um it's just like, what's the right word? So many results that it's like so many scenarios where the kids is gonna suffer based off of their parents, bro. If the parent is not smart, bro, the kid is gonna suffer. Cause think about it, right? It goes back into this message, right? Parents who don't walk in reality, they put their kids in danger. To whereas we already know we're living in a wicked world. We already know we're living in an evil world. And the parent is supposed to be the one that's looking out for their kids. But the parent is not even smart. So let me get this straight. So the parent is not smart, but they supposed to be looking out for their kids. Now they putting their kids in danger because they not smart. They letting anybody babysit their kids, bruh. They letting their kids hang around anybody, bruh. Meanwhile, you got all types of wicked people, all types of sick people in this world, bruh. That, you know what I'm saying? That be preying on kids, bruh. So it's like the kid's safety is based off of a parent who's not smart, who's not even walking in reality, who's allowing anybody to babysit their kids. What is going on, bruh? So you mean to tell me the very person that's supposed to, or the very people that's supposed to protect their kids is not smart? But then you got some wicked people out here who be preying on kids and they be just wicked, and they just more, I'm not even gonna say like, it's like they more wicked and they more clever and they more deceiving. You know what I'm saying? It's like some of the wickedest people in the world, bro, they be extremely clever and deceiving and manipulative, and they know how to prey and hunt, bro. They know how to prey and hunt the innocent. And the person supposed to protect the kid, the parent, is not walking in reality. Is not even smart. Bruh. They letting anybody babysit their kids. They living their kids out unattended with all these weird people, like all types of weird stuff. So now you telling me that the kid's safety is based off of a parent who's not even walking in reality, a parent who's not even smart. Meanwhile, the wicked, sick people out here who's hunting kids and who's preying on kids, they are more manipulative, more deceptive, more smarter than the parents who's supposed to be protecting their kids. You know what I'm saying? What is going on in this world, bruh? Have y'all seen some of these parents today, bro? They not smart, bro. They not street smart. They not smart in any types of ways. They not walking in reality. They walking around as though life is a fairy tale. Now think about it like this. If you wanna walk around like life is a fairy tale and we are living on the moon and this and that, okay, cool. But now you have kids though. Now your way of thinking is gonna make your kids suffer. Your silly way of thinking that life is a fairy tale and we're living on the moon and we're living in the clouds is gonna make your kids suffer. If you wanna live in fairy tales, you live in fairy tales by yourself, bruh. But now you have kids though. So now the kids gotta suffer because you don't wanna change. So now the kids gotta suffer because you don't wanna change your mindset. When we're living in a serious, sick world, bruh, and you don't want to change the way you think, so now the curses that's on you is haunting the kids, bruh. is haunting the kids, bro. And then this is how kids be ending up getting trafficked and all types of stuff, sick stuff that be going on in this world. Because some of these parents, bro, they not smart, bro. They not walking in reality. You know what I'm saying? They have failed at the very thing called protecting their own kids, bro. They have failed. How can they teach their kids how to be smart when they're not even smart themselves? Bruh, how can they teach their kids to be smart when they're not smart themselves, when they don't want to change themselves? They don't want to learn nothing themselves. They are stubborn themselves. They are rebellious themselves. Why are they having kids? Why are they having kids, bruh? If they are incapable of just being smart, and they are incapable of like protecting their kids, bruh, and putting their kids onto the game and giving their kids the knowledge and the game of how this evil world operates, bruh. How are they, bruh? How is this even possible, bruh? You know what I'm saying? But this is the world that we're living in, bruh. Like, the kids suffer based off of so many different scenarios that the parents is dealing with. If the parent is not smart, the kids suffer. If the parent is religious and they're going behind Christianity and all these racist religions, the kids suffer. If the parent is not walking in reality and they want to walk around as though life is a fairy tale and they living in a bubble and as though evil does not exist in this world, the kids suffer once again. So my issue is with the parents is that if you want to walk around and life is a fairy tale bubble, you're eating ice cream in the clouds, if you want to do that and you don't want to change, do that by yourself. But if you have kids, bruh, you gotta change, bro. You gotta make an effort to change, because your nonsense is gonna make your kids suffer. You ain't gonna be able to adequately protect your kids because your whole mindset is messed up. So now the kids gotta suffer. And that's how some of these kids end up getting trafficked, all types of weird sex trafficking, all types of sick stuff that's going on in this world. Because some of these parents is walking in bubbles, bro. These parents is walking in la la land, bro. And the kids is suffering based off of these parents, bro. You know what I'm saying? And some of these parents, God probably didn't even want them to have kids, bro. God did not want some of these parents to have kids because they're not even ready for that type of stuff, bro. They're not ready to teach their kids anything. They're not ready to put their kids onto the game to give the kids the game of what's going on in this evil world. They're not ready to educate their kids the right way. So why they having kids, bro? They having kids because they watching all these relationship movies, all these R&B songs, all this weird pop music and all this stuff. That's why they having these kids, bro. Incapable of taking care of their kids, bro. Now the kids gotta suffer. That's not right, bro. That's not fair that the kids gotta suffer because the parents don't even know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Man, Lord, I just want to pray, man. You know what I'm saying? I pray that if some of these parents don't want to change, bro, I pray that you protect the kids that they have, the chosen kids that they have, bro. Because these parents is going to be incapable of putting them onto the game of how to move and how to operate and how to be smart. The kids going to be going into an evil world clueless. They don't even know any basics, anything. The parents ain't put them onto no game because the parents didn't know the game. So how they going to put them onto the game that they don't know? And that's why the cycle of wickedness in this world just continue. You know what I'm saying? And these sick people who be preying on kids, bro, who be hunting kids and preying on kids, selling kids and all types of stuff, they love these parents who don't walk in reality. They love these parents, bro. Oh yeah, they love these parents, bro. Because they like, oh yeah, this parent. Think of the parent as the bodyguard. Think of the parent as the bodyguard for the kids, bro. And the parent doesn't know anything. The parent is walking in bubbles and fairy tales. The parent is incapable of protecting their kids. They have no knowledge of anything, of how to move. They don't even know how to move themselves. They don't know how to move in themselves. They letting anybody babysit their kids. They doing this. They not looking. They not cautious. Lord, red flag, bro. These parents is red flag after red flag after red flag. So the people who be hunting kids and selling kids and all types of stuff, they love these type of parents because these type of parents is incapable of producing a green flag. All they produce is a red flag after a red flag after a red flag. And then at this point, bruh, you just gotta pray that God will protect the kids, bruh. And God will really have favor and mercy over the kids because these parents have failed. And some of these parents don't even want to change. You know what I'm saying? Some of these parents just don't want to change. They don't want to change how they think. They don't want to get wiser and smarter so they could put their kids onto the game and give them the knowledge of what's going on in this evil world. So it's really all up to God to just, you know what I'm saying? It's really all up to prayer and up to God, bro, to just protect these kids, bro. Because these parents are completely failed at their assignment and their job. 100% failed. And you got a lot of parents out there, they don't want to change, bro. You don't want to change, but you're putting your kids in danger, bro? Bro, that gotta be some type of crime, bro. If you don't want to change, but you're putting your innocent kids in danger, that gotta be a crime or something. Because, like, damn, bro. You that heartless, you don't even want to change. But you know by you not changing the way you move and the way you think and your mindset, it's directly affecting your kids. Are these parents heartless, bro? You tell me. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. There is some parents out there who do want to change, so they could do better. But then you got those parents out there, they don't want to change, bro. They don't want to change, bro. And it is what it is, bro. So that's basically everything I wanted to talk about, bro. Peace.